Hey YouTubers, welcome back to the channel. This is the Cultural Confederacy. It's Sunday night. You know, I was going to come here and read you part of an article from Fox News about this Dave Chappelle controversy, but I'm just going to shoot from the hip tonight. Now, if you watch the series, you know that I talk a lot on this series about preserving our history and culture as Americans, protecting the First Amendment, free speech, and the purpose of the First Amendment is also to protect impolite speech. And we have a living, breathing example with Dave Chappelle. Now, this controversy surrounds his Netflix show, The Closer, and this Fox News article that I was going to share with you. I'll read snippets from it. Talks about Bill Maher, and of course, Bill Maher's got his own show on HBO, Real Time with Bill Maher. Bill Maher has come out to defend Dave Chappelle, and rightfully so. If you start taking down anything you find offensive, whether it's a Confederate statue, or you demand that a show on Netflix be taken down because it offends a particular group, then you're going against everything that this country was founded on. Everything in this country is founded on the principle of free speech, the ability to speak your mind. We told the King of England to go F off because we wanted our independence. I mean, without free speech, you can't defend yourself in court. You can't debate. And I actually had the chance to watch some of these clips with Dave Chappelle, which are pretty funny. It's not necessarily my cup of tea, but he's pretty damn funny, I have to admit. But Dave Chappelle has fought back by declaring himself as, quote-unquote, TERF, or on Team TERF. And TERF stands for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminist. And The Closer has caused a split amongst Netflix employees, as some employees have come out against Netflix for backing Chappelle. I say let's back Dave Chappelle. In fact, let's keep up Confederate monuments, and let's keep this show of Dave Chappelle on Netflix. I love what Bill Maher said, because you got to hear these quotes from Bill Maher. And he's absolutely right. Bill Maher gets it. Bill Maher gets it. See, it's not a matter of being Republican or Democrat, liberal or conservative. It's a matter of protecting free speech. We live in the greatest country on this planet, the United States of America. So this past Friday, Bill Maher addressed the issue on his show, Real Time with Bill Maher, and he said this. He said that Dave Chappelle is in hot water, and he could hear the crowd, the mumblings in the audience. And he said this, what the F was that? Everyone needs to Netflix and chill the F out on this one. Actually, he said reaction. He said, what the F was that reaction? Everyone needs to Netflix and chill the F out on this one. Really? Dave's special is offensive, but not the, this is funny, but not the show where the Koreans murder each other for money, hinting at the Netflix hit show Squid Game. Were we told in the last year we need to protect Asians in this country? So I don't know where people on the left or in this woke crowd are at. I mean, they're all over the place. To me, it looks like hypocrisy. One minute, they're telling you can't say things about the transphobic community, you can't say things about the Korean community or Asian community, but you can have a show on Netflix called Squid Game, where you have Koreans murdering each other. I just don't understand the logic of these people. Am I alone here? No, I don't think I'm alone here. I think I'm one of the few people on YouTube who's willing to stand up against this nonsense, because that's exactly what it is. And I will fight to the death to protect my freedom of speech. If you follow the series, you know I write music in my spare time. If you're new to the series, what we do here is what we do is preserve our history and culture as Americans, protect free speech. I write music in my spare time. So this definitely hits home. And as I've said many times before, they were censoring the music of Shostakovich in Russia. They were banning and burning books in Cuba. We don't want that happening here. But of course it's happening here because we're letting it happen. Don't let it happen. Defend Dave Chappelle. And Maher continued, I think people jump to conclusions. People haven't seen it. Just because people call Dave transphobic doesn't mean that he is. Also, Larry, not a real cable guy. Dig it, Larry the Cable Guy. And he warned them, well, get used to this because we're going to be talking about it a lot here. And Maher also said, we can't be afraid to speak in America. Right on, brother, right on. Now, during his panel discussion, he railed against the quote-unquote the one true opinion. I'm trying to read through my notes here. Pushed by the woke mob, sometimes he insists doesn't exist. Which he has insisted doesn't exist. And now he's realizing that it does exist. And Maher ended with, when I hear transphobic, phobic has a meaning, fear. I'm not transphobic. If I merely disagree with you, it's not hate. Absolutely. So keep these Confederate statues up. Keep the Dave Chappelle show on Netflix. People who own a Confederate battle flag aren't necessarily racist. A lot of it goes back to heritage with an individual's family that has a lineage that goes back to the 1860s or the 1830s, 1840s. Even further, to the founding of this country. And their family moved to the South. Immigrants that came over to this country, settled in the South, became a part of the South, of Southern culture. They have every right to celebrate that. And so I'm just really amazed here that it's taken Bill Maher this long to figure this out. And he is a comedian. He's somebody in the public eye, in media, protected by the First Amendment, freedom of speech. He's got this show on HBO. So let's protect it all. Keep it all up. Either you keep it all up or you take it all down. So this is the Culture Confederacy saying peace out. Stay safe, everybody. God bless this great country. I'll catch you next time. And if you enjoyed the video, please click that like button, subscribe. Hit me up on Instagram at hashtag Jason Composes. Leave comments below. And now you can reach me at Twitter, Culture Confederacy Twitter. As you know, we do these videos raw and unedited. What you see is what you get. That's one thing I love about this channel. What do you think of my graphic tonight? I added a little color to it this time. So thank you for being with me. Culture Confederacy saying peace out, and I'll catch you next time. Stay safe, everybody.